But what if you don't have all the data? What if you are uploading assets to Cloudinary that have been created? In some cases, somebody even made a screenshot of something. So you would like to use the visual search as a functionality. So this is the functionality which you probably won't be able to see inside of your digital asset management because it's still in beta. But if you prefer having this after I show it to you as a functionality inside of your digital asset management, we can make it available to you. You can always reach out to support@cloudinary.com and you will get this enabled. So this is an example of visual search by text, where I would like to search for something in my media library, but I don't really have that as a part of the metadata, or I don't really know if such a thing exists in my digital asset management. So first of all, I'm going to move back to my account so I can show you this functionality in the live environment. And I'm going to the advanced search, and from advanced search, I'm going to switch to visual search. So I'm switching to visual search, and as you can see, this is visual search by text. So I'm going to write down the text. In this case, I will write down the bicycle. And if I wrote down the bicycle, now we are analyzing the whole media library. And we came up with a couple of things, couple of examples of bicycles. And you can see that on many of them, there is a bicycle. And now I'm going to review this asset to make sure that there wasn't anything in the metadata related to bicycles. So you can see that in the public ID, I don't have bicycle mentioned at all. I will look into the metadata. There are no tags that would say it's a bicycle. There is no structured metadata which would highlight that it's a bicycle. And in the contextual and embedded metadata, there is again nothing mentioning bicycle. I will also look at the AI analysis if we haven't run any add-on that would give us the information that this is a bicycle, and no, that there is nothing. We only did analysis of predominant colors. So this is a nice example of how we can search inside of the digital asset management. But this search is actually being performed based on the visual assets, based on what you uploaded to Cloudinary, and we analyzed it and we detected objects. We, for example, said this might be a bicycle. So when you search for bicycle, we will provide this as a result. This is very useful functionality, and the main reason why it is useful is that for many of our customers, even though they try really hard, putting all the correct tags and all the correct metadata to assets, unless it's automated and it's already synced with some other system, is quite a lot of work. And in many cases, is a job of one person. So if you want to avoid that, and in many organizations, there is not enough resources to actually take care of assets and really make sure that they are tagged properly and all the metadata are set correctly, you can also rely on our visual search, where you can search based on the text, even though this text is not part of the metadata. So this is the first option of how you can use the visual search, and you can search by the text. Now we are going to look at something very similar, but we are going to search for similar images. So let's say that in my digital asset management, I will look at different assets here, and I'll find this jellyfish. So I will take the jellyfish from here, and I want to find similar images. So I'm going to give our digital asset management this asset, and I'm going to ask it to find similar images to this one. So I can find out if I have any pictures of the sea or other jellyfishes, because I used this jellyfish already in my previous campaigns. So now I would like to find a different jellyfish. You can see that first results are quite relevant. So those are some sea creatures, and they are very similar to the previous one. Then as we move through my digital asset management, because I probably don't have that many examples of jellyfishes in my digital asset management media library, we are moving to assets where we are showing you the sea. Then in some cases, there is something what probably looks like a heart or some sort of internal organ, but it might be jellyfish as well. Here you can see a person swimming in the sea, but in the jellyfish example, there was the sea. So that's how we analyze that it might be very similar. So this is the way where we are moving our digital asset management. We won't rely only on your metadata and information you provide. In many cases, we will also be able to detect what exactly is on your asset, and you will be able to search based on that.